Okay. Well, Teresa, I'd like you to tell us about a time when you looked outside of a window and were amazed by something that you saw for the very first time.
Oh.
Like maybe the language.
Thank you, Mr. Table Topics Master, for that question. Well, that's a good question. What is it that I saw for the very first time that amazed me? Wow. I can't even think. But I guess I would say what amazed me was, I guess I would have to go back years back, maybe to when I traveled or when I lived in the Philippines. I'm not going to say it amazed me, but I guess I was surprised upon arriving that it was the city. I arrived in the city of it just slipped. Manila. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I arrived in Manila, and I guess I was surprised to see that even though it was Philippines and it wasn't here, it was just like any other city you go to. It was a city, and although I didn't get a chance to spend much time there, I had a long drive to get to where I was going. It was about a 2-hour drive, and the countryside, it was empty. It was like being on an empty road. And it's not so much, again, that it surprised me, but it was like any other drive. So if I didn't know that I was in the Philippines at the time on that drive, I was surprised because it was as if I was in LA, which is my home, driving any other place on a 2-hour drive. Mr. Table Topics.
So much. Ricky?
Yes.
All right. Windows can provide a very translucent depiction of opportunities to come that are in our near future. Tell us about opportunity that you see in your near future that you're excited to go out and experience.
Ooh.
Tabletop Master. An opportunity that I'm excited about that's coming up in my near future is I'm going to be a father for the second time. I'm really excited. We found out about a month and a half ago. I have one daughter. She is 15 months, and she is the best thing that's happened to me. So in anticipation of my next child, I am anticipating another best thing to ever happen to me, and I'm really excited. Becoming a father has been a very life-changing experience, as anyone would imagine, and it's really improved my life in so many ways. I've become more caring, I've become more understanding, definitely more patient, and it's been an amazing experience to learn and understand the capacities of a person to love. It's been truly amazing to fall in love with my daughter. And as you can tell, and as you will know, I am a crier. So whenever something comes to touch you, you're going to see these things water. And I'm just really excited to have this opportunity to bring another life into this world and to fall in love again. Thank you for your time.
Really appreciate the transparency that you brought to the table here. That's kind of what we do it for. So thank you again. To my next question, Doug, I want to know, do you think prison cells should have outside windows? Why not?
Thank you, Mr. Table Topics Master, for that very simple question. To comment on the theme, windows, and to equate it to people who, generally speaking, have none. What a paradox. It's definitely not translucent. I'm reminded, I'm a fan of old books, and I've learned so many things. And what came to mind is a stanza from the Bard. Hark, what light yon window breaks. It is the dawn. So, do I think men and women who probably don't have windows should have windows? The answer is to cast a little light into a disillusioned soul, even if it were translucent. And I say that in the most transparent manner, would be a good thing. Because life without parole doesn't mean you have to suffer from life without windows.
Thank you. Always gives great answers, so I chose you for this. Not saying that no one. Anyway, on to my next one, Mary Jane. Mary Jane. I want to know. Okay, windows provide an opportunity for us to see inside otherwise private fortresses. Open up your window of life and tell us about something that most people don't know.
Oh. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Table Topics Master. I'm very open with a lot of you, like Sean. I open up about my personal life, but something you guys may not know about me is I was my high school's limbo champion. That's right. I could get low. And not on the dance floor, because I could do that too, but I hold the record at my high school for... You guys wish you didn't know. Sorry about that. I believe it was 1 foot off the ground.
Whoa.
I could bend and walk on the sides of my ankles and almost have my back to the ground. I don't have many talents. That is one of them. Mr. Taylor.
This is off the cuff, guys. Here recently, and on the verge of obtaining a new president, do you think that there should be more of a window into our government and the inner workings of it? Or do you think the lack of transparency, the non-translucent behavior is necessary to run a good government? Alex.
Why?
I saw you looking away
I believe that what we have with our government is a system. It's similar to a corporation almost. There is a big system that not one individual can change. It's like there's a lot of gears in works. The foundation has been laid down beyond all our lives, and for us to really want to create any change, to have any innovation, you need a lot of collaboration between people that have been there and done things. They do things black and white, and you need people that dream in big colors. The visionaries and the hard workers, the diligent people that's like, this is how it's done. Maybe the people that are accountants, the treasurers, the ones that know everything, and the people that might know how to cut corners at times, because with that is the direction for our future. I think that our government is it's very easy to say, like, does one vote really matter? Why am I voting? Because how am I going to make a difference in this? I don't feel like I have a voice. But if everyone had that mentality, I don't think anything would be accomplished. I don't think we'd get anything done in the future. You know, with our recent history of having the first black president and now having female president candidates run up just like it's there. There's I'm not sure if change is good, but I know it's in the right direction. I think it's something that I could confidently say we're living history, and I'm not sure if I answered the question correctly, but those are my thoughts.
I have one more. Remind me of your name? Damon, my man. Okay. Social media provides a very translucent depiction into a person's life. Some think it's good because it allows for interconnectivity. Some think it's bad because of Big Brother. What is your perspective on social media and the intrusiveness of it?
I don't know if I'm actually qualified to answer that question because I am very behind in terms of social media. I do not own a Facebook account. One of my, you don't know anyone that do not own a Facebook account. I am somewhat critical of being so consumed with our social media. Like I actually, my wife and I, we make it a point that if anyone comes over for dinner, we'll have them actually put their cell phone on our side that, we'll actually do interactions. Like we want to, the old-fashioned way, face-to-face interaction. But my wife and I always argue about that, So I think in a sense that I wanted to, I encourage a little bit more face-to-face interactions. I know that like last weekend I went to my nephew's birthday, and he's 5 years old, and the whole night he was playing video games and he was like talking on the phone, and I couldn't even hang out with my nephew. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Now, I would like to conclude our table topics portion and bring up our general